immortality whose name is affixed to our story. One Oliver Twist.
Oh, the fact is, there was considerable difficulty in inducing young Oliver to take upon himself the necessary habit of dreaming.
But he proceeded to advertise to the inmates of the workhouse
the fact that a new burden had been imposed upon the parish.
There, little one, you cried and we're done. It's a lonely world and a cold one.
As Oliver gained this first proof of his obstinacy, his mother heard him.
Let me see the child and die.
No talk of dying yet.
Oh, bless your dear heart. No talk of that.
Said old Sally as she put the child in the mother's arms.
Little one. Little one.
The young mother took from her neck a small locket, from her finger a ring.
If he lives, the day might come when he's not ashamed to hear his mother's name spoken. And by this, he will know there is a family to help him to fortune.
She gazed wildly around, shuddered, fell back, died.
What had she hoped to leave her little one, to bring him from here to fortune?
Whatever it was, old Sally took it and put it into her pocket.
Safekeeping.
It's all over, Mrs. Sting, yummy.
Poor dear. Very neat.
And she took up again the bundle called
Oliver Twist.
No use calling me if the child cries as likely it will. Give it thin gruel. This was a pretty girl. Where did she come from?
Nobody knows.
Well, I see. It was the same old story. No wedding ring. Well, good night.
There are ways, even in workhouse, to dispose of the dead. And this was quickly done by Mr. Sowell, the parish undertaker.
One coffin, 62 inches by 2 feet, exactly. Oh, one in stock, just this size. Oh. Nothing on her to identify the body or the child. When there is, we provide a nice epitaph.
Nothing.
Plain coffin, plain stone. No epitaph.
Oliver was necklaced and ticketed. Twine sometimes rubs and raw. Poor little things. What's got to be done? Nobody knows them. For 23 years, Oliver, many billets was placed at once. A parish child.
The orphan of the workhouse.
And the parish knew exactly what should be done with just such a child.
Oliver should be farmed. Number 23.
And so he was dispatched to Widow Corney's branch workhouse, some 3 miles off, where 22 other infant offenders of the poor law rolled about on the floor without the inconvenience of too much clothing.
Or too much food, for the parish provided 7 pence halfpenny worth to do the job of feeding. Too much by half.
A great deal may be got for 7 pence halfpenny.
A great deal too much. Long necks, full stomachs, and lassitude.
So she put 5 pence in her pocket.
To feed herself and her cat. As any Christian. For they're such defenseless creatures.
Now, it cannot be expected that the system of farming would produce any very luxuriant or extraordinary crop.
Oliver Twist's 9th birthday found him a very pale and thin child.
But decidedly small in circumference.
But as be it known, today is the 9th birthday of number 23. He's grown quite fat enough in Widow Corney's care. Oliver was summarily summoned.
Is that you, Mr. Bumble?
Yes, ma'am.
Susan, take a brat 23 and left in trouble. Oh, my heart alive. How glad I am to see you, Mr. Bumble.
I am come with a summons.
And he stepped into her farm and onto her cat.
I I trust you have a boy, Mrs. Corley, as well as feline lives.
Oh, bless you, sir. That try was slipped in. Oh, and this is such a pride. Oh, let me take your stick. Oh, a drop for the nerves, Mr. Bumble.
I am off parochial business, Mum, and never indulge when on that.
Oh, I think you will, sir. Just a little drop with cold water and a lump of sugar.
What is it?
It's gin, Mr. Bumble. I will not deceive you. It's gin. A discovery she'd made which would quiet most beasts
And tame parish beetles.
and render all children obedient who drank from Mrs. Corney's medicinal corpus.
Humane, Mrs. Corley. Ingenious. I shall have to mention this to the board at the first opportunity.
You're such a kind man, Mr. Bumble.
Perhaps I may be. Yes, you know, Corley. Perhaps. Yes, well. Have you not trained him to do what is right?
Better bow to the bigger Oliver Twist.
Yes, left hand, cocktails,
But where are we going, sir?
to meet the board and begin your career.
Oliver was led away from the wretched home. Their one fine word or look had never wanted to do in 50 years.
What's your name, boy? What did he say? Nothing. The boy's a fool. You have no mother and you have no father. You are an orphan. So, is the boy crying? Well, I hope you say your prayers each night for the good Christian souls who feed you.
Yes, sir.
You've been brought here to be given an education and taught a good trade.
What trade will it be, sir?
Hard work. The members of this board were very sane, deep, philosophical men, and when it came time for them to turn their attention to the workhouse, they found out at once what ordinary folks might have never discovered. The poor people liked it. It was all play and no work. Your great economies in the area of infant nutrition have been brought to the attention of the board, and we hereby award you the position of matron of the workhouse,
Which paid an extra 2 shillings more per week.
Grace Monk.
Hard work and gracious labor lead us to the Lord our Savior.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know the beetle bumble?
Oh, we are acquainted.
The rules here are quite clear, and all has got to abide. You will have some game pie with your morning. The infant offenders of the workhouse are given 3 meals of gruel each weekday. Oh, and you have some more yourself pudding, ma'am. They are given an onion twice a week. Oh, and you will have some more corn. And half a hard roll on Sundays. What did he say?
Hard work on Mondays.
Oh, I see.
They ate like deliberate wolves. Well, the boys ate their gruel and hungry and wanted more, so short straws were drawn. And Oliver won. Please, sir, I want more. Please, sir, I want more.
wants the food from our plate.
That boy will be hung!
I await your instructions, sir.
With him. With him.
The rules were quite clear. Insurrection means banishment. Oliver was apprenticed. A bill was the next morning posted, offering a reward of £5 to anyone who would take the miscreant off the hands of the parish.
That boy will come to be hung, never more convinced of anything. Hung!
I took the measure of the two women what died last night, Mr. Bumble.
You'll make your fortune, Southerly.
Said the beadle, as he thrust his thumb and forefinger into the prophet's snuff box, shaped delightfully in the model of a miniature coffin. A meagre fortune, Mr. Bumble, for the prices allowed by the board are too small by half.
Well, show her your coffins.
Such a witty man, Mr. Bumble.
Oh, not at all, sir. Never accuse me of it.
But we must have some profit, Mr. Bumble.
Well, his coffins was looking up.
What says this paper?
An apprentice is offered, sir. £5 for the taking.
This is the parcel.
The same, sir. One Oliver Twist.
£5 comes with him, does it?
They are a package, sir.
He might not want to apprentice to undertaking, Mr. Bumble.
His favourite is trade. Why, if he was to find him to any other, he'd run away simultaneous.
I'll take him. All like him, Mr. Bumble, for if he won't work, I won't like him, and you can have him back again.
Yes, with the £5 with him.
I'll inquire my wife, sir. Bring him tomorrow and place him outside. If she agrees, he's mine.
Turn around here, sir. Let's have a look at what we're selling, huh? Hold up your head. Well, of all the ungratefullest boys, you don't want to undertake?
Not that, sir.
Then what?
Only, I know no one's there. It would be so lonely.
But tears were not the things to find their way to Mr. Bumble's soul. His heart was waterproof.
Don't make me cross. Lonely don't measure. None asks me that if I'm lonely, and to none would I answer. I'm worse, sir, and never thinks lonely. It's what we do in this world until we're out of it. Now, stay here until you come, sir.
Would you tell the boys?
I will tell them nothing, or they'll want what you've got. Family, Oliver Twist, you've come to family.
I got us a boy from the workhouse, my dear.
What do you need a boy for? Ain't I good enough?
He's only a small boy.
Oh, then much good he'll do.
But we'll grow, Mrs. Salberry.
Yes, on our victuals and drinks. I see no savings in parish children. They always come hungry and dressed out in rags. But men know best, of course. Always think they know the best.
What do you think, my dear?
What?
Nothing, my dear, not a thing.
What?
I was only thinking of saying.
Oh, don't tell me what you might have possibly said. I am nobody. Don't consult nobody, pray. I don't want to intrude on your secret.
But it was for your advice I was hoping, dear.
Oh, not nobody. Don't ask her. Who's she?
Oh, come, dear, look, just out through the window. Oh, what do you call that interesting? That sweet-looking melancholy. He might possibly make it, if you thought it fit, a delightful small mute.
I could do that.
Not a full-size mute, love, but for the funerals of children. Oh, a stropping effect accompanying small coffins. A mute in proportion.
And I'm to finish him out in black, I suppose.
Only if you believe it worth doing.
Well, why didn't you think of it sooner? Well, go on and bring him in then. Valuable property like that left out there on his own is likely to run off. Get to work!
My boy. You're to live here, Oliver.
Yes, sir.
And work like a soldier and what we feed you.
Thank you, sir.
Your work will be, Oliver, to walk as the mute.
What is a mute, sir?
A mute is our sorrow, Oliver dear. A symbol of that what walks in front of the coffins at funerals. We looks at them and feels all the terrible things what we're supposed to.
How do I do it?
First lesson. Long thank. It ain't funny, it's a funeral. Very good.
You know, you look a fool, husband.
I thought to show him my acting.
Acting, don't enter into it.
I'll paint the picture with what I put on him, and that's all they're going to see.
A little boy dressed out in black. Now, arms at your side, teeth shut tight, eyes never blinking, and think how you're about to vomit your breakfast.
Oh, he makes my heart break, Mrs. Sowerberry. Like a boy what lost his dog. Isn't he perfect?
If he wasn't, I wouldn't have him in the house. Charlotte!
Yes, Mum?
Fetch the cold bits we put back the cows up.
But that
He ain't been home since this morning, so tonight he goes hungry. I dare say, you ain't too dainty to eat him, are you?
No, ma'am.
I wish some well-fed philosopher, whose blood is ice, whose heart is iron, could have seen Oliver Twist, with all the ferocity of famine, clutching at the scraps the dog had neglected.
Scones, Mum?
One thing I should like better would be to see said philosopher making the same sort of meal himself, with the same relish.
Your bed's the bench. You don't mind sleeping with the coffins, do you? Too bad if you do, because that's where you're going to sleep. Hey! Keep your hands off that! And blow out that candle. You'll not burn yourself out of this apprenticeship.
Empty coffin plate.
Black reeds are driven.
Small boy alone.
In the shop, there was an odor unfamiliar to him. When he thought of it, what transpired in an undertaker's shop, he knew what it was.
Poverty, hunger, death.
That candle!
Within the bosom of his new family, Oliver Twist cried himself into a fitful sleep.
Hot tea? Ow! Knock this down!
Oh, come in with you! Scalded hot to death I am!
Put honey on it, ma'am.
Oh, Mr. B.
And something approaching a giggle emerged from her face.
How wherefore, Mr. Buckle?
Hard indeed, and time parochial. We have given away, Mrs. Corley, we have given away a full cheese and a half this very blessed afternoon, and still, their purpose is not contented.
Oh, when would they be, Mr. Buckle? I say, give the paupers exactly what they don't want, and then they'll stop coming back for more.
Oh, that's good, Mrs. Corley. That's very good.
See, Mr. Buckle?
Yes, indeed, ma'am. Very sweet indeed.
Mr. Bumble used the occasion of her departure as he hung the love ballad to recount
Teaspoons,
to reweigh the
sugar tongs,
and to make closer inspection of the milk pot in the area in which was stamped its degree of hard silver,
silver milk pot.
and to ascertain to a nicety the exact condition of the furniture, down
The very horsehair cushions on the parlor floor.
and
And now kittens come with us.
That's good girl, Mr. Bumble.
Yes, and so very domestic.
I hope they are, sir.
What I mean to say is, Mum, that any cat or kitten that could live here with you and not be fond of its home must be an ass, ma'am.
Oh, Mr. Bean.
There's no use disguising facts, Mum. If you had such an animal, I would drown it myself with the greatest of pleasure.
Oh, then you are a cruel man, Mr. Bumble. A wicked, hard-hearted beast.
Hard-hearted, ma'am. Hard.
Oh,
And would you want, ma'am, such a man round the house?
I feel I should scream, sir.
But even men such as that crave more domestic.
Mine, Mr. Bean. Oh, I should scream again. Oh, it's almost upon me.
Mrs. Corning! Oh, it is a pity that two parochial officers such as we, who must survive on two very small parochial stipends, cannot find some way to unite and profit.
I can't think what you mean, sir.
Marriage, Mrs. Corning!
I shall faint.
Oh, in my arms, I hope. In my arms.
Do you like my cozy? Do you like my tea? Do you like my crumpets? Married we shall be, and happily live happily until we wed. Happily live happily. Oh, Mr. Bumble, you are irresistible duck. Till one of us is dead.
I beg your pardon, sir. Did you knock?
I can't.
You want to come in, sir?
You don't know who I am, I suppose.
No, sir.
Come near the fire, Noah Claypool. I saved a nice bit of bacon for you from a master's breakfast.
You hear that?
Noah Claypool's who you're talking to, but Mr. Claypool to you, boy. You hear me?
Yes.
Oh, only a yes and never a mister. Like he's a gentleman, I'm not, eh?
Well, here's your tea. Now scrub the floor with it.
Well, gentleman's what you'll never be.
I'll be who I am.
Where's your mother, then?
She's dead.
Dead. Just hear that. Died of what workhouse?
Of a broken heart. I think I know what it must be like to die of that.
And he's a philosopher. Orphans what you are twist, and that can never change. What set you sniveling now?
Not you.
Not me, eh?
No, not you. Don't think it. And don't say anything more of my mother. You'd better not.
Better not. Well, better not. You must know, workhouse, your mother was a regular right-down baron.
What did you say?
A regular right-down baron. And it's a great deal better that she died when she did, or else she'd have been out laboring in Bridwell, or transported, or hung.
Susan! Where was your master?
Out, sir, or he would have been murdered there with us.
This we will mend. Do you know this here voice? trembling at the sound of it?
No! It's the beetle! He called my mother names! She deserved it! And worse! No, she didn't! She did! He didn't! She did! He didn't! Oh, he must be mad, Mr. Mumble! No boy in his right mind would talk in that way!
It isn't madness, madam. It's meat.
It's what?
Meat, madam, meat! You're the same. If you had kept the boy on gruel, this never would have happened.
Just see what comes of being too liberal! Oh, Charlotte Dickwater for tea will take it in the parlor. Mr. Bumble.
It was not until he was left alone in the silence and dark of his prison that Oliver gave way. He had listened to their taunts with a look of contempt.
He had borne the lash without a cry, not because he possessed too little feeling, but rather he possessed too much.
But now, when there were none to see him or hear him, he wept.
And then he glanced.
And with the first light of dawn, he uncovered.